It was one of those blistering Texas afternoons when even lizards were hiding in the shade. The air shimmered like heat waves off an asphalt road, and all I wanted was to take a quick, peaceful dip in my pool. I wanted to crack open a cold lemonade and forget that the HOA ever existed. But of course, the peace didn't last long. Because if there's one universal law of ranch life, it is this: if Gwen sees water, she acts. If she sees water, she sees an opportunity to cause chaos. I had just eased into the pool when I heard the sharp click of sandals on concrete, and a voice that could sandpaper your nerves. "Excuse me?" she barked. I sighed loudly. "Morning, Gwen." She stood on the other side of the fence, oversized sunglasses glinting in the sun, a rolled-up piece of paper in her hand, like she was about to serve a grand royal decree to me. "You didn't respond to my email," she said sternly. "The HOA board has decided that your pool qualifies as a community amenity." I blinked in disbelief. A what? A shared official neighborhood resource. Therefore, other members are entitled to reasonable access. I held up my hand. "Gwen, no one is getting in my pool. This isn't a public park. It's my ranch, and this pool was built on my own private land." She smirked. "The HOA map includes your property boundaries now. It's technically within community jurisdiction." I couldn't help but laugh out loud. "Gwen, you do realize I paid to resurvey the land last year?" "You're completely bluffing." Her smirk faltered slightly. "Well, we will see what the police have to say about that." Not an hour later, I heard a telltale siren. A county deputy pulled up to my driveway. He stepped out with that look on his face, the one that says someone just wasted his time again. "Sir, we got a report of a trespass dispute over community property." I pointed right at Gwen by the fence. "Deputy, my pool is on private land. She wants to turn it into a neighborhood spa." Gwen huffed in anger. "He's denying community access. That is illegal under our HOA sharing guidelines." She crossed her arms. The deputy sighed deeply. "Ma'am, an HOA doesn't override private ownership. Unless he invites you, you have no right to be here." She glared. "Fine, we'll see about that. I'll get an official court order." That was when I decided to play smart. You see, Gwen had forgotten something very important. I had installed high-definition security cameras all around the pool area after the last absurd incident with her. She had snuck in after hours with her friends to test the water temperature. So that night, I pulled footage from my phone. Clear as day, you could see her trespassing, arguing, and taking photos of my property. The next morning, my lawyer, Owen Vance, came by. Owen was a total legend. A sharp-tongued rancher-turned-attorney with a love for courtroom drama and a deep hatred for all HOA nonsense. He grinned at the video. Well, well, well. Trespassing, harassment, defamation, and illegal filing of HOA claims. She's digging her own grave. I leaned back in my chair. "Can we make it official?" "Oh, we'll make it public," he said. 2 weeks later, we filed a cease and desist order against the HOA, specifically naming Gwen as the source of repeated harassment and boundary violations. We attached footage of her trespassing and arguing. When the letter hit the HOA office, it caused a full-blown meltdown. Gwen stormed into my driveway the next day, red-faced and shouting. "You can't do this to me," she screeched. I was protecting interests. I pointed at my no trespassing sign. "You're about to be protecting your own reputation in court. You're bluffing." I smiled. "Am I?" That's when Owen stepped out from my porch, holding a thick manila folder. "Ms. Gwen, consider yourself officially served. You'll want to read pages 3 and 4. Those outline the damages." She froze in place. "Damages. For slander, unlawful trespass, and distress," Owen said. "My client's pool isn't public property. And now, neither is your excuse for ignorance." When the court hearing came around, it was glorious. Gwen strutted in, clutching her clipboard, ready to argue her case. But the judge wasn't having it. Owen played the video footage, full audio, full color, every smug word recorded. The judge looked over his glasses sternly. "Miss Gwen, do you have any legal claim over this land?" She stammered. "Well, the HOA map." "The HOA map," the judge interrupted, "has no legal authority outside recorded boundaries. Case dismissed," he added with a grin. "Find a hobby that avoids ranchers." The HOA was fined for overreach. Gwen was ordered to pay my legal fees, and I received a written apology. I framed that apology right next to my pool gate, under a sign, "Private Pool, Gwen Free Zone." Now, every time I swim, I raise my glass to the camera and say, "Here's to property rights and waterproof evidence." And funny enough, my pool has never been quieter. Knowing your rights makes all difference.